Have you ever watched a Hindu funeral or seen photographs from one and noticed something unexpected? Almost everyone is dressed in white. Not black or dark gray. Not the colors that many people in Western countries traditionally associate with mourning. They're just dressed in white, which seems a little surprising. After all, in many parts of the world, white is the color of weddings. It's the color of celebration. It's the color of new beginnings. So why would it also be worn during a funeral? Did someone accidentally mix up the dress code? Is white considered unlucky? Or did an ancient laundry accident somehow become a centuries-old tradition? As amusing as those ideas are, the answer isn't about fashion or coincidence. It may seem like an unusual tradition, but behind those white garments lies an interesting belief that has shaped Hindu funeral customs for centuries. And that's what makes this story so intriguing. Welcome to Past in Plain Sight. Today, we're uncovering the fascinating reason many Hindus wear white during funerals. To understand this tradition, we first have to understand one of the central ideas in Hindu philosophy. Life is not viewed as a single journey. Instead, many Hindus believe in reincarnation, the idea that the soul is eternal and passes through many lifetimes. According to this belief, while the body eventually dies, the soul itself does not. It simply continues its journey. Think of it like changing vehicles during a very long road trip. The car may reach the end of its usefulness, but the traveler keeps going. Because of this belief, death is often understood not only as a time of grief but also as a sacred transition. And that's where the color white enters the story. In Hindu tradition, white is commonly associated with purity, simplicity, peace, and spiritual detachment. Unlike bright festive colors, white has no strong visual distractions. It represents letting go of worldly attachments and focusing on the soul rather than material life. It's almost as if the color itself is quietly saying, take a moment and reflect. Now, you might wonder, why not wear black like many Western cultures? Colors carry different meanings in different societies. In much of Europe and North America, black gradually became associated with mourning over many centuries because it symbolized solemnity and loss. In Hindu tradition, however, black has often been associated with darkness, negativity, or inauspicious occasions, depending on the community and context. White, on the other hand, became the preferred color for funerals because it symbolizes peace and spiritual purity. Same human emotion, different cultural expression. There's another fascinating detail. At many Hindu funerals, close family members also wear simple clothing with very little decoration. The goal isn't to impress anyone. It's to express humility and respect during a time of mourning. After all, nobody wants to be remembered as the person who showed up to a funeral dressed like they were attending a fashion show. Simplicity becomes part of the ceremony itself. Now here's something many people don't realize. India is incredibly diverse. Different regions, languages, and communities have their own funeral customs. Some traditions vary slightly in clothing, rituals, or ceremonies. Not every Hindu funeral looks exactly the same. But the symbolism of white remains remarkably widespread across much of the country. Today, many Hindus around the world continue wearing white during funeral ceremonies, whether in India or abroad. Even families living in countries where black is the more common mourning color often preserve this tradition as an important connection to their cultural heritage. It's one of those customs that quietly reminds each generation where they came from. Now you know why white is the color of mourning in Hinduism. But there's another Hindu tradition you've probably seen countless times without knowing its meaning: the red thread worn around the wrist. Why is it tied there and what does it actually symbolize? Watch this video and find out.